So 5 years this week since you were offered the job in the car park down at Homelands. I mean, has that time whizzed past for you as much as it has probably for us on the sideline and the supporters as well?
Yeah, I suppose it has really. I wasn't aware that it was 5 years. It has gone quick, but when I look back, it seems like a long time ago. But yeah, it's been obviously you hope things are going to go well, and at the time it was just Bill asked me just to take the game for the weekend.
But you always hope, don't you? You hope that when you select a manager to take your team forward, because that is the most important thing. We're a football club. We're in the football business. What we've done here is we've taken the chance. We took a flyer on Jay, but because I knew him so well, he's got that sort of character, and you knew he got the experience of playing. He was getting all his coaching badges. And let's be fair, we'd had a bad experience just before him.
It's quite a bad start. Our first 6 months, I think we had 2 managers, and then the third manager was completely untried, being Jay.
We learnt fast.
Yeah, I suppose so, yeah. But the thing with Jay was that whatever you were dealing with Jay, you knew you were dealing with a guy who was quite solid.
So it was I had a lot of faith in him. I had it then, I've got it, still got it now. But it was a fingers crossed job, you know, it always is, when no matter who it is that you bring in, no matter what level, it's a Premiership club, Championship, wherever it is, when you bring a new manager in, you think it's the right one, but you don't know until you get going.
We've got somebody who actually we're very proud of, and he's somebody who just conducts himself with terrific dignity, and you knew that before he started managing. He had the respect of the players.
It's been a good 5 years. Obviously, had a lot of success, and it's been enjoyable. But yeah, it's certainly flown by, I suppose.
Jay has his personality, and it works well with the players. It works well with us. He's respected and admired. I'm a huge admirer of his. Just the way he is, the way he works. He's not perfect like anybody, but he does a bloody good job, and he just commands respect from people, I think, because he's very dignified and he doesn't lose it, and he's very successful.
Did you ever imagine when, obviously maybe as you say, it was only on that Tuesday night was to ask you to take the game for the Saturday, but did you ever imagine in your wildest dreams that it would lead to, you know, leading the first team out here at the Gallagher, 2 promotions, FA Cup second round, League Cup success as well? I mean, all those things that have come in that relatively short period of time.
Yeah, it made me sound quite good there. But no, it has. We've had a good success. I've been very fortunate, as I say, working with Terry, Oliver, Bill. It has gone well.
I think once you get on a roll as a manager, you move everything. Everything comes forward with you, you know, and it's the secret of success with any football club is on the playing surface, you know. Now, the fortunate thing that's helped Jay is with his success on the pitch, we've had the success off it, and then we've been able to support him as he's come along saying, hey, I need this player, I need that one. Now, you can be at a lot of clubs where you don't have this wonderful backing that we have from not only our supporters, but our sponsors and everybody, Terry, Oliver, where they say, we'll support this manager.
Football's not always going to be like, I'm not silly enough to expect that it's always going to be like that, so we've sort of enjoyed it while we can, and we had a lot of success, and it's not just myself and the coaching staff or the team, it's everyone behind the scenes as well. I think it's a club where everyone pulls in the same direction, everyone works hard for each other, so it's great that we've been able to reward, sort of, I've said it before, to be able to reward Oliver and Terry the sort of amount of money and effort they've put in, that we've been able to reward them with a little bit back.
It's all moved along together. Each year we got bigger and bigger, and everything's become more and more successful, and we've been able to get the money to support him. That I can see how he's doing well. It's like now where we are. We didn't really expect to. We'd hoped for the playoffs. We didn't think we'd be running second for such a long time, and this is down to his judgment, his ability as a group, his management team to put the combinations together, pick the right sides, a little bit of luck on occasions, and the backing of all this finance that's brought in to be able to pay for a decent team. So yeah, I think, and you know, we've said all along we're going to go back into the Football League. This is what we've said as a club, and that's what we're all aiming to do. But we've got this next big hurdle to cross, which is to get from this level to the next level. And once you get into the National League, well then you've really got to be on it. So yeah, everything with Jay, he's doing great. And my only fear is that one day somebody will come in and want to take him into the Football League before we get there.
Local clubs at this level, they would give their right arm to get a manager like Jay Saunders, but we've made it a situation such that he loves being with us, we love him being with him, and it's a relationship that's really it's quite solid, and it's going to go on for many years. But yeah, you'd imagine any local club would want somebody like him as their manager, because his reputation goes before him.
I think it's a great value that goes back to football from a different era. You think you'd like players or managers to stay with the club for a long period of time. People admire that when you look back at careers like Bobby Moore. He was with the same club for years, and it's a value. And it would be great for a club like ours that's had its ups and downs to have a manager that was here for many, many, many years. And certainly Jay is capable of being that person. Although perhaps it wouldn't be in his interest. Perhaps he would benefit from the experience of spending 2 or 3 years managing a bigger club. He'd come back with more experience. But for us to keep him for a long time, and he must have learned a huge amount on the job just from what we've gone through the last few years.
Have you ever sort of had to think, right, what happens if he does decide to go and we've got to get somebody else in? Is there a contingency plan?
Well, I don't think. I mean, we've got so many other things to think about every day that you try and limit all the sort of the non-essential thought processes, and as long as there's no immediate problem with Jay, that everything's working out well, and he's taking on board so well the movement, the increase, the promotions we have to live with. As Terry was saying, he's got to get used to all these different things. Now some of the players start to have agents at this level, so he's got to get used to agents and all these new things. As long as that works well, we won't worry about what we have to do if you've got Andy Ford's number, haven't you?
Absolutely, and I've got Danny Ly's agent's number as well.
Absolutely. So we're okay for the
Exactly.
future.
Okay.
Contingencies.